Alright, so here I got my new circuit. Got a whole bunch of 300 ohm 5 watt resistors here with little diodes running into the base side, and then on the collector side I got a whole bunch of 10 amp diodes rated 1000 volt, and then on the emitter side I have 6. Same with these, there's 6 transistors, so there's 6 of everything. And then there's 6 1 ohm resistors to control the flow, because I learned that if you just go parallel directly with a wire, like, every transistor is not made equal, so one will start conducting more than the other, so that one will get hotter. So this is going to control the temperature and conduction between each transistor, and then these are just for protection, basically. But I also realized that it does enhance the output a lot, especially with the diode on the base side. If you don't have a diode on the base, there's a lot less output. I think it's because it's causing more of a square wave. But yeah, so I got the little diodes on here, boost the output, and then we're just running on my battery. It's at 1317 right now, and yeah, it's able to conduct a lot more power with having more. So I don't even, it conducts a lot. But here I'll power it up. I got just a 20 watt light bulb on here. But I'm going to show you guys something kind of interesting with this that I found when I had a magnet here. And it's a pretty strong field inside there. So I connect it up. Everything's connected, but except the base. The base is not allowing current to flow, so it's not allowing the circuit to flow, more or less. Alright, so I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so it's now lit. We're running, and we're sucking up power. Alright, so here's the interesting thing that I found. And now I'm powering the outside coil rather than the inside coil, but there's no difference, vice versa. But I don't know why, but I think it's maybe it's something to do with the magnetic vortex. But when I get it like down inside of here, I can feel it like, huh, that's funny, now it's not doing it as much. I don't know why that's different. But I could feel it like crickling, like it's inside of a vortex. I could feel it in the magnet. That's how it felt anyway, but now I'm not feeling it. I'm not even feeling it now. I don't know if it's because I had it running for like 10 minutes before I even started this video. Just, to see how everything went, and if it just stayed cool with the fan, and it all stayed cool, which was nice. Well, I do have a lot of power transistors there, but yeah, everything was staying cool, so I just wanted to see what happened to the magnets in there. But yeah, you can really feel it around the edge. Yeah, I wish it would start doing that again, because you could hear it change the frequency too. That's okay. Now it's doing it on the outside. I don't know if you can hear that. It is kind of audible. I'm gonna see if I can bring it in. Yeah, okay, now I'm bringing it in. See, now it's changing the frequency. Hear the clicky? It's a lot more audible now. It's weird, I had to bring it from the outside for it to do that. I'm gonna turn this fan off temporarily. It should be fine. Just so we can hear that. So this is without the magnet, how it sounds. Alright. Hear that? It's interesting, I can feel it in the magnet too. Now the frequency changed a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get my fans put on. It might be getting hot. They're not getting that hot. But I'm gonna put it back on anyway, just in case. But yeah, it's kind of weird how, and then I can definitely tell that I'm running more power through it. The outside coil's getting a little warm, and it's definitely warm in here compared to out here. And then I have like a volt sensor. It's on its lowest setting. So and then it's gonna be hard to show this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, but kind of need two hands, but I might be able to rest this here. But now, see, something funny is my hand blocks the signal or the field or whatever, the electric field that it's picking up. Interesting. Oops. It's funny that it does that. Yeah, this setup is working wonders. I still would like to switch to MOSFETs at some point, but this is the way I figured out how to get it to work, and this is what it's going to be for now. But I do have a bunch of things to try and learn how to run a MOSFET, and I'm starting to get a better understanding of things. Well, I guess I'll cut it off on the, well, yeah, I'll cut it off on this for right now. I did build a pretty high voltage capacitor bank here. There is 3 of these in series and 3 in parallel. Yeah, it's a little scary, but it's not too bad as long as you're safe and use extra precaution when you're playing around with it. But this thing will overcharge it. It puts out, I don't have a meter that reads high enough, but it puts well over 1,000 volts. So yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. And I'm gonna be building a new coil with a mold that I'm getting from someone, and I'm gonna use Litz wire. It'll be 18 gauge Litz wire. It's gonna use 5 strands of 38 gauge wire, and that'll, if I go any higher voltage, it creates way too much ozone, and that should eliminate the ozone issue. Because the skin effect on a coil of wire, or I should say a strand of wire, it just builds up around the outside edge and just starts spreading around, it makes it less efficient. If you can eliminate ozone, it'll be more efficient and have more higher power, and it'll be more capable of higher power. But alright, yeah, now I'll cut it off here.